It's Sunday, it's Simon's Trading Channel. Welcome. Thank you for joining me today. It's coming up to the end of the week. CME, of course, already closed on Friday, and I'll be comparing that to where it looks like Bybit's going to hang up its boots before immediately putting them back on and opening up for tomorrow, which will be next week's weekly candle. So yeah, let's get straight in with it. So you can see with 3 hours left on this weekly candle on Bybit, it's looking pretty bullish. There's a nice full green candle, and you can see the price, so it's hovering around 64,250. CME actually closed a bit lower at 63.8. So you know whether or not if Bitcoin hovers around here and then maybe pulls back a bit into tomorrow, who knows? I was expecting a bit more of a pullback over the weekend, but it didn't happen. So that's probably more bullish than bearish. Well, of course it is. That's just logic, Simon. On the momentum here, so if Bitcoin stays around here, so 38,500, this will remain green, and obviously that means it's kind of turning back to the upside on the MACD and steering clear of the zero line, for which it's still quite far away. And so this number is not particularly accurate, but it is, 40,000. I actually think if Bitcoin was to break down a bit more, the point at which it crosses the zero line is probably 45,000. I don't think that's on the cards at the moment. I'm just airing some thoughts there. Okay, so zooming down a time frame or two. There are obviously several time frames. As you can see, I've got 5-day, 3-day up there. But I think generally weekly, daily, 4 hour pretty much catches it all in my humble opinion. So yeah, you can see the weekend. Oh look, Saturday, boring. No, Friday, woohoo. Saturday, oh. Sunday, today, oh. Who knows? Maybe it'll liven up in a little bit because CME. Has the CME opened back up yet? No, it hasn't, but it'll be opening up soon. So yeah, daily time frame, and did it close above the zero line yesterday? It was literally on the zero line, but it looks like it's going to close above it today on the MACD here. So that is momentum to the upside. I was suggesting it more, well, probably here really, but confirmation is about to occur, I would say. Hopefully that's not too bold. And that's contingent on Bitcoin closing basically above 61,000 in the next 3 hours, which I think is very likely. Probably increase the probability of that assessment by jumping down to the 4 hour, which I'll do straight away. I think anything else to say about momentum and the price action there? No, not really. Now, the 4 hour, so you can see the 4 hour has been horizontal literally since Friday evening. So that is low volatility over the weekend. Was this the weekend? Yeah, very similar one here, with then a pullback on the Monday to the support resistance level. So, if something similar happens tomorrow or to the early part of this coming week, maybe, then I would suggest this support resistance line, which will be an area, but it's basically 62,000. I would suggest it will be support. It may not be, and therefore you would like to see if Bitcoin does pull back at the beginning of the week to bounce off there and then get back above this area, which is where the price is at the moment, so 64,000, and then into the kind of higher 60,000s. I would expect it's not going to just ramp straight to 70, only because there's been historically a lot of price action around this area, as you can see here. Somewhere lots of price action between, particularly over here, sort of 67 and 70,000, and I would expect something similar to occur. For the consolidation to continue, because at the end of the day, that's where it is at the moment, right? This is consolidation. There's no other way to describe it. For it to continue, say for the next few weeks, rather than be resolved with an upside range break move, then what you wouldn't then expect is, say, this week coming for Bitcoin to very bullishly get straight up to, say, 72,000. If it did that and then sort of hung around there for a while, maybe sort of into early next week, that would start to look more like a breakout. If the consolidation is going to continue, I would expect to see Bitcoin get up there, but then turn back down fairly quick. Like, for example, here, first hit on a Tuesday, and then, so Tuesday 1 week, was it Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Yeah, it was up there for about 2 weeks, more or less, and then it broke down. This price action here, it never really got to 70. Yeah, that only just got to 70,000 before breaking down. Up here, there were a couple of attacks, which were probably more like a few days rather than 2 weeks. Yeah. So, that's been the longest period, and you could argue that it hit its head and then was rejected fairly quick, and then hit its head and was rejected fairly quickly. So I think if the consolidation is going to continue, if Bitcoin does get up to, let's just call it 70,000 and a bit, if it then turns back down and starts to get back into the sort of high 60s, mid 60s, then it's consolidation for another few weeks, I would suggest, as opposed to Bitcoin making its way up there, say next week, if indeed that happens, or maybe the week after, and then hanging around there for a long time. If it hangs around there for a long time, the next meaningful move, I'm sure, will be a breakout to the upside. Yes, I think that'll cover it. You can see momentum's fairly far away from the zero line, although it is turned down. Bitcoin needs to get back above sort of 64.5 for it to turn back up on the 4 hour. And yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please like and subscribe. And join me again tomorrow for one of my videos. And that'll be a fresh week, hopefully full of fresh opportunities, fresh fruit salads, and fresh smells. I think I overstepped the mark with the third fresh. All right, take care. Fresh breath. There's a good one. Take care. See you tomorrow. Enjoy your Monday till I see you. Goodbye.